Hey, it's Liberated Leslie. I'm here today to talk to you about rape by deception and the disclosure of transgender status with sex partners. We're going to look at a couple of videos by a TikTok user. Let's go.
Date a trans woman.
Please don't scroll away. I have a question. Just real quick, I am Franka, I'm 20 years old, I'm from Berlin, and I am a transgender woman. And I transitioned medically to a point where you could not tell me apart from a cisgender woman. I'm very, let's say, active. So when I meet new people and we do the thing, I usually don't tell them beforehand. And by the way, I'm bisexual, so yeah, I do have intercourse with straight men.
Even if a trans woman passes on the exterior, they still aren't going to be able to pass 100% when it comes to being with a sex partner, because it's not possible for constructive surgery and hormones to make male genitalia turn into female genitalia. You are taking male genitalia and rearranging it to look like female genitalia, but the skin is not the same texture, the muscles are not the same, the pH is not the same, the smell is not the same. That the appearance of the genitalia is what's important, or the only thing that's important, is actually really reductive. So now let's take a look at the definition of rape by deception. Psychology Today, deceiving another person in order to have sex with them is morally wrong when it prevents the other person from giving fully informed consent to the act. The reason for this is that informed consent cannot be given when you don't really know what you agree to when agreeing to have sex. Sexual encounters involving deception that may qualify as sexual misconduct include lying about the use of contraception, lying about your age, gender, marital status, religion or job, lying about having been tested for sexually transmitted diseases and infections, pretending to be someone's partner, and falsely making the partner believe that the sexual act is a medical procedure. Though the definition of rape by deception is still up in the air, it is obvious to many people, including psychologists, that lying to receive sex is detrimental to the other person's mental state, it is crossing a boundary, and it is morally abject.
I know many trans women that do this the same way, and I do this for my own safety.
This is a lie. You are not lying about your sex in order to keep yourself safe. Sex is not necessary for your safety. The only situation in which that would be needed is if you were being raped, and nobody thinks that you need to disclose your trans status if you are being raped. If you are seeking sex, though, and you are afraid to tell them you're trans, just don't have sex. Unless you are in danger, just don't have sex, and then you don't have to tell them that you're trans. Otherwise, though, you are raping them.
Actually, you might have slept with a trans woman as well. So here's my question. How exactly does that work with your sexuality?
The nerve to call sexual orientation in 2021 a concept.
I feel like everything is said already. That's why I'm gonna keep this short. First of all, I never lied to anyone. When someone asks me, Franka, are you transgender? I say yes. Nobody ever asks me that.
Is the excuse of a petulant child. Lying by omission is still lying, especially in a matter as serious as sexual assault.
You really want to expose your entire medical past to every single person you meet? When
If it has anything to do with their ability to consent to sex, yes. And even then, if it has anything to do with sex, or it's going to show up in sex at all, or they might notice it at all, yes. And that's very normal in the lesbian community. I thought you would know that. That's it for today. I might start a series of posting the different jokes and videos that trans people post on TikTok and different platforms about not telling their sexual partners that they're trans. I think that's very important. It's a clear violation of boundaries, a clear violation of consent, and this just needs to be talked about more.